How hard did you work on this mustache?
Yeah, we've been together for about a month and a half, and my little angel here, and
I wouldn't touch it too hard; it might break off.
It's awful. It's frightening. It's hard enough going out in public, like let alone now I'm on national TV with this.
Right.
My mother saw it. She's like, "You're not really going outside like that."
Right. What is it about the stand? You think it looks? It has a little bit of an eerie look to it.
The problem is I have I have very few follicles. I'm very like.
Yes. We all the three of us. It's like this is like some kind of
like
encounter.
A support.
Yeah. Exactly.
But the follicles that do grow the hair is like it's a long hair. It's like the hair will grow and it's like thick and powerful.
Right.
But there just aren't enough of them to cover up.
It's powerful. Yeah, that's nice.
My publicist showed me this thing she found on the internet, some website like Fugs, where these girls like kind of make fun of celebrities, and it's flattering to be considered, I guess, a celebrity.
You showed up on Fugs?
Fugs, yeah, and they described it. It's actually really funny. They describe it as reedy and pubic-like facial hair. Which is very accurate.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting here, though? There's a space, a definite Mason-Dixon line.
Why do you want to touch it?
I'm just getting close. I'm not actually touching it. There's a space in the middle. There's no connecting.
Right. There's not a single follicle to be seen right down the middle.
There's
funny,
actual
when you said
symmetry.
pubic-like, I wanted to back away, but Costas moved in. Did you notice that?
That was the magic words for Costas.
Did you notice that? Anyone notice that? I retreat. Costas all over it. I'll try and move on.
Yeah, that would be good.
Speaking of pubic.
Now listen, thanks, pal. Good to have you along. Nice to have you. People like a nice transition. Now, Matt Dillon is in this movie, Herbie Fully Loaded, and I understand that when you were on the set, you came up with a Matt Dillon impression, and is this true?
I grew up with Matt Dillon, like, such a big fan of his, and
Just watching him, not you actually grew up with him.
Right, no, not literally. He was in the house, and he was kind of like, but yeah, I kind of started doing a, hey man, hey, what's up, Justin? He kind of rubbed off on me a little bit. Conan.
That is him. I've had him. He's been here, and
he's intimidating. You know, he's got a big jaw, and he does this, but he's a great actor. So I was doing the impression for people in the crew, and like behind his back, it was really lame. And one day I was talking to him, and he was like, "Hey, you ready for work, man? We're gonna go do some work with the magic car today."
Yeah.
And
we're gonna go work with Herbie today.
I
Yeah.
No, it's a great conversation, honestly.
Yeah.
And one of the makeup ladies came up, and they were like, "Oh, Justin, why don't you do the impression that you've been doing with Matt for Matt?" And all of a sudden,
what kind of idiot does that?
I know. I think
do the impression you've been doing behind his back for him.
Yeah, he's been saying you're a jackass. It's great.
Right.
And Matt was all of a sudden like, "Oh yeah, you do an impression of me?" And I was like, "No."
Why are his hands in here all the time? I completely buy it.
He does it, right?
Yeah, he's keeping them warm. Yeah.
Hey man, and he's a grabber. He's
right.
But so he was like, "Oh yeah, let me see it, man. Love to see it." But like kind of challenging, kind of like aggressive.
I can totally. This is him. Yeah,
like bring it on.
Yeah.
He didn't say that, but he. So I did like a half-hearted impression. I was like, "Oh, kind of like this," and he was like, "It doesn't sound a thing like me, man." And then he started calling people over, like.
And then he's mad.
"Hey, Allison, come over here. Does this sound anything like me? Do it again. Do it for her."
Right.
And I was like.
It just ended with you being beaten, I think. Yeah. I am also told. We've all seen the movie Silence of the Lambs. I know this is crazy, but someone's telling me backstage that you do an impression of the serial killer from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah,
Do you do that impression?
Ted Levine. He's actually a great actor. Yeah, he put the lotion in the basket. Conan, I want to know, was she a great big fan person?
These are great. These are good impressions you don't see every day.
You don't see a lot of.
These are eclectic.
I like Ted Levine. I like the idea that afterwards. Ted Levine's such a good actor, but he was so good in that role that he had a hard time getting work because his voice was
right.
But I saw him in this movie once, I think it was Georgia, with Jennifer Jason Leigh, and he plays like a stay-at-home dad, like this really innocuous, but it's really creepy because he's got these lines like, "You want me to pick the kids up from soccer practice?" You know, like, it sounds really wrong.
It's over, it's hard. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
That's a hard way to go, man. Now, Herbie Fully Loaded is in theaters now, and your career is going great. You're doing really well. Hey, thanks so much
This was a high point. I'm a big fan of the show.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks so much. We'll come back soon.
Thank
You're a really
so much.
funny guy. Thanks for having you. Justin Long. We'll be right back. Captain Robbie Knievel.